means subjective 100%, right? Because that wasn't an objective 100%. That's a subjective 100%.
So I'm being told in the chat that I sound like I have no understanding of nuance or people who are multi-dimensional. Okay, well, let's see. I grew up in the hood. I know how people talk in the hood. Geez, to me...
He was being accused of being multi-dimensional and subjective, not objective. I love when fucking these losers break into the objective-subjective game. They say, you're not being objective. You're not being subjective. It's like, it immediately disqualifies what you have to say. Listen to this.
I've got a pretty good track record in calling elections. I've missed 2 elections in my life, and they're for decent reasons. I did not predict Trump beating Hillary. The polls were just too far, leaning one way, and I was, maybe too much leaning on the historical value of polls. And then also, I did not call Bush beating Gore, and if you remember how close that one was, that's, that there was reason to call it the other way. And this one, I feel like, is similar to those in that the information is hard to dissect, because if you're a Trump supporter, if you're a diehard Trump supporter, you wear the hat, it's easy to identify you. But if you're one of those people that's just like, I'm actually...
I've got so many videos.
Mickey, Snoop, whatever I call you, do you think it's fair to say that this is the most divided we've been since the mid-60s? Yes. Yeah, and so I think the thing that people might worry about is that when you acknowledge that this is the most divided that the U.S. has been since the mid-60s, and you go back and you look at what was happening in the mid-60s, people were so divided that they were willing to kill the leaders of movements. And so you had the Kennedys that were killed, you had Martin Luther King that was killed, and now you have people taking shots at rallies at Donald Trump. And I'm starting to think that while I agree with you, we're not quite there yet, I think we're damn fucking...
Well, I think, Roger, you may be...
Let's see if I can find this Project 2025 clips. This fucker's deleted my... Another YouTube channel today got deleted. Alright. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, listen to this.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With all the money I saved, thought I'd buy stilts.
Hi, honey. Want to go now and listen in to Michigan State Senator Mallory McMorrow. She is speaking about Project 2025. So let's listen in.
You are going to hear a lot about what is in this 900-page document. Why? Because this is the Republican blueprint for a second Trump term. That's right. They went ahead and wrote down all the extreme things that Donald Trump wants to do in the next 4 years. And then they just tweeted it out, putting it out on the internet for everybody to read. So, we read it. And whatever you think it might be, it is so much worse. Tonight, I want to tell you about just one aspect of Project 2025. It's planned to turn Donald Trump into a dictator. Okay, right here on page 535. It says, quote, reissue Trump's Schedule F executive order to permit discharge of non-performing employees. Now that doesn't sound that scary, right? But here's what it actually means in plain English. If Donald Trump gets back into the White House, he's going to fire civil servants like intelligence officers, engineers, and even federal prosecutors if he...
Notice the first thing she says is not postal employees or IRS employees, intelligence employees. This stupid bitch is either CIA or associated to CIA, and she is one dumb, stupid bitch.
decides that they don't serve his personal agenda. They're talking about replacing the entire federal government with an army of loyalists who answer only to Donald Trump. I know. All right, then. Okay. Page 873. It says, quote, conservatives have long believed in either ending law enforcement activities of independent agencies or ending their independent status. Again, that sounds pretty boring. But what it means is that under Project 2025, Donald Trump would be able to weaponize the Department of Justice to go after his political opponents. He could even turn the FBI into his own personal police force. That is not how it works in America. That's how it works in dictatorships. And that's exactly what Donald Trump and his MAGA minions have in mind. An expansion of presidential powers like no president has ever had or should ever have. Now, by the way, if you're asking if any of this is even legal, well, remember, thanks to Donald Trump's hand-picked Supreme Court, he's now completely immune from prosecution, even if he breaks the law. But that's not who we are, because we believe in a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Not the government of Donald Trump, by Donald Trump, and for Donald Trump. We believe in the separation of powers and the rule of law. We believe in a system built up to serve everyone, not breaking a system to serve one petty, selfish man. The truth is, there's only one way to stop him, and to stop Project 2025. How do we do it? We elect Kamala Harris this November! We'll be back tomorrow night to tell you what Project 2025 means for your pocketbook.
We'll be back tomorrow night to tell you what it means for your pocketbook. Stupid fucking bitch doesn't even know how to give a speech, bitch. Dumb fucking bitch. Okay, God bless you, Rick. This has been the Clubhouse Trump Victory Party. It's been a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Farewell. God bless.
You gotta hit him with the color purple. Until you do what you got me, everything you touch gon' crumble. You gotta hit him with that color purple.
You gotta resonate. You gotta talk right. You know,
Right.
He told me if I didn't vote for him, I wasn't black. I said, man, I've been black 32 years. I don't want to go another 4 without being black. I went in the house, I grabbed my white wife. I said, bitch, get up. She said, what? I said, Jennifer, get up right now. We going to the polls and voting for Joe. I've been a nigga and I'm 10 toes down.
Also, I think
I was ready to slide for Joe that day. And then Joe got in office and said, I'ma save Junetown son. Say, Junetown son? What the fuck? Ricky Tan, what the fuck Ricky Tan and Junetown got to do with Asian crime hate bill? He said, I'ma save the Asians.
Also, we gotta start the blame game.
I said, Joe, what about Breonna Taylor? He said, nigga, I'm out here to save Ricky Tan.
Ricky Tan.
You know, I've been telling y'all to vote Trump and go to the gym, fatties. Now all you gotta do is go to the gym, fatties. We did it, baby! We did it!
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Bring that motherfucker back up here. He deserves to be proud and happy today as a fucking American. Y'all hate that.
No.
Silent son.
He calls you crazy stuff.
That's right, we brothers and sisters, and Lonzo's a Jew-hating, anti-Semitic, neo-Nazi piece of shit, and he's ugly too. Look at that rat face motherfucker. Look at the rat face on that motherfucker. He a rat. Lonzo is a motherfucking rat-faced, neo-Nazi, anti-Semitic, Jew-hating piece of shit.
I don't normally fuck with you, dog.
That's what's up, Lonzo. You getting called out. You getting called out, Lonzo. You getting packed up, dog. All your fucking bullshit, anti-Trump, neo-Nazi fucking propaganda. You fucking lying rat. You fucking lying rat, motherfucker. You fucking done. You're gonna go back to Haiti, motherfucker. You going back to Haiti, bitch. I'm gonna put you in a box and ship you back to your motherfucking homeland, bitch. Bye, Lonzo.
That's motherfucking right.
Oh my God, that's what you guys do.
Let him rock, man.
Look, it's funny because niggas don't understand. If you a legal immigrant, you're not getting deported. Son. Stop
Yeah, ain't nobody going nowhere, man. Niggas need to chill out. Just turn their TV off.
The illegal motherfuckers, maybe not. They got
It was people around America and talk. That racist piece of shit. That fucking. You know what? Let me PTR Lonzo. Hold on. Oh shit. That shit is so played out.
Yeah, it really is, ain't it? Oh man, it's hot in that shit. You kidding me? It's hot in that shit. That shit is not
Played out, nigga.
We done seen niggas hang. We done seen niggas hanging trees. We done all seen roots. We is not affected by that shit. We know this shit is not nothing like it was. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of privileges, damn it. We got a lot of freedoms, damn it. We better damn use it. Y'all niggas better go watch Roots if y'all want to worry about some damn racism.
Hey, but you know what? What if the people? What if humanity was in heaven and they just been dying because they've been thinking wrong?
Right.
I'm saying, what if humanity was in heaven? This is heaven, and what you have been seeing, all the death, is from all the stinking thinking.
Yeah, the negative frequency, the negative energy, the negative.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as past or future. Heaven and hell is here. We are living in the age of abundance.
My boys, we're freedom's sons of speeding and waving one line. My boys, the names where freedom's bleeding. Our hearts are true. I steal my boy.
I'm so excited about this shit. Trump has it's a red landslide. He done took over the House, the Senate, and the fucking Oval Office. This is the first time. This is for the first time we actually have a powerful fucking voice as bootstrapping Americans that have businesses who have economic fucking impact in their country, an economic voice. For the first, I'm 25, right? So for the first time,
should I bring him up or not?
For the first time, in 25 fucking years of my life, we have a real America. You understand? That shit feels great, son.
It's always been.
You wanna know something? You wanna know something else? If you ain't never had a child aborted, you would never know how the fuck it feels to fight against abortion and be pro-life. You will never know. You understand what I'm saying? That's real shit. If you laugh at a baby dying, you're the problem in this fucking world, and you don't deserve another breath of freedom.
Wait, what about the one that opened the legs that had a baby?
Well, if she conceived the child, right? She didn't abort the damn child, and I salute her, versus a motherfucker that did. regardless of the struggle that you gotta go through. I think the struggle is what makes you a man or a woman. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers out here. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here that'll go abort triplets. That'll go abort triplets instead of stepping up to be a real father or a real mother because of fear. Rashad, mute your motherfucking mic.
I woke up, man, America was in disarray.
Rashad.
I woke up, I said, man, I knew it was over when she had.
God damn. The point is,
to love you, racist piece of shit, I got something for you, motherfucker. I'll make a whole fucking triplets.
Go for it, racist.
You piece of shit, you fucking laffy taffy ass motherfucker. I got something for you. So you get to tell them so.
There's motherfuckers out here that go
for it, racist, son.
They're scared of stepping up to be a father or a mother. I heard somebody the other day, nigga was telling an abortion story, right? He said he made a bitch get aborted because he had triplets coming, right? God said to this nigga, I'm going to sit your ass the fuck down. You going to step up and you going to be responsible and accountable for these children and all these bitches you out here fucking wrong. That's what God said, right? And he said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that Roe v. Wade shit. I'm going to get me about a good 1,000 and I'm going to go to the best doctor to go kill these 3 babies because I'm scared of being a father. I'm scared of the financial costs that these children I helped conceive are going to cost me. Pussy shit should not be justified in this country. If you're a pussy, whether you're a man or if you're a coward, whether you're a man or a fucking female, you don't deserve a breath of fucking freedom. If you'll put your boot over the neck of a newborn fucking child, you deserve to die. You deserve a gun in your fucking mouth. That's how I feel, right?
Damn,
but other motherfuckers, right? They're not bold enough to speak up and say shit about it, so they'll let their country go in the fucking
that's how you feel about the babies, Kazi?
I love the babies. I fight and I speak up every day to try to create an opportunity for babies to have a future.
What about the babies that lost their foreskin and they weren't ass?
Look, check it out. Look, I'm goddamn circumcised too, nigga. And I'm glad I did too. I'm glad I did too.
Wait, no. You didn't do shit.
Look, I'm glad I am. That's my point. I survived.
What I'm saying is, all I'm asking you is, what about the babies that wanted their foreskin?
Look, this ain't about foreskin, nigga. This is about life. I'd rather be alive and not have foreskin to be a dead ass baby. That's my point, nigga. That's my point.
So you don't care about the babies being humiliated? I mean,
look. Like, I'd rather them be alive than be dead. That's my point.
And then cut.
Listen, check this out. I respect the parent that made the decision to circumcise their child versus aborting.
What?
Versus aborting him. Listen to the conversation so you can respond.
I'm with you. I don't see no difference.
Yeah, it's a big difference. Because
so you'd rather
look, there's a big difference. Look, there's a big. Guess what? That baby gets to use his dick, or that baby that you're talking about gets to use his private part. You see what I'm saying? Post circumcision and gets to live versus a baby that gets euthanized, cut the fuck up, and their body parts get cryo frozen and sold to the fucking pharmaceutical industry. There's a big difference.
So okay, got you. Okay, it's a big difference. Okay.
Babies deserve to fucking breathe. They deserve to live. They deserve an opportunity. And I think anybody running away from accountability, listen, the troll shit's crazy. You sit here talking about baby dick. You talking about baby dick. I'm talking about a baby living. You understand? I don't know what the fuck is in your head, but I like the fact that we have the opportunity now to fight against justification of 9-month late-term abortions. That's fucking sick.
9 months?
Yes.
That's not happening.
That is happening. No, it's not mainstream. It is happening.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah, yes, it is.
No.
You want to put $1,000 on it?
I put a link.
Hold on. You want to put $1,000 on it?
I put a link.
Hold on, Bert.
I put a link on it. You got
right. You want to put sources? You want to put sources? You want to bet $1,000 Yes, I do. You want to bet $1,000 wrong? I have no ownership. I asked you a question. I'm calling you out. You came off my You can't call somebody out. You ain't put your money where your mouth is. Look, fuck that shit. No, fuck that shit. I'm betting $1,000. You ain't posting the link? Nigga, I asked you if you want to put money on it.
I asked
What
you
you being
for
put
money.
real
Real quick. You asked me for money. I said no.
You running now? You running now?
No, you bum. I don't want to bet. No.
Hold on. Somebody invite Sandra.
Post the link, nigga.
Hey, Sandra, how you doing? How you doing,
If you ain't got the
Sandra?
link, just say that. If you ain't got the link, just say that.
Motherfucker said,
If you ain't got the link, just say that, bro.
Guys. Balloons this morning, keep your mouth shut.
The election's over, guys. The election's over. The election's over. It's cooked already. The answer is already.
Ain't nobody killing babies 9 months into pregnancy after they born. This nigga sounds
Relax.
You must have voted for Kamala. You must have voted for Kamala like a fucking clown.
Yo, listen. Guys, the election's over. It's over.
We can
okay.
hear the losers.
It's okay.
We can hear the losers amongst our populist demographic.
You notice how the motherfuckers that are pro-life are motherfuckers that you wouldn't even want to have babies with? You notice that the people that are pro-life are ugly motherfuckers that you wouldn't even want to have a baby with?
Well, first and foremost, pro-life.
Listen.
Human being that has a lot in their life.
Okay, folks, this is it. I'm pretty wiped out, trying to figure out what life's all about. Feel like I got kicked in the head. I've been listening to a couple of rooms this morning, because, I've been up for a while. I got to bed around 2 a.m., and it still looked like there was a pathway. So I thought, I'll take a couple hours. And a few hours later, I got woken up by this cricket in our bedroom, somewhere in our bedroom. I never found it, and it was like 100 decibels. It was like it was trying to wake me up.
Oh my God, you hear this? Beelzebub, baby!
Flipped on YouTube, and I had been watching if you guys know the Bulwark, those are the Never Trump Republicans, Tim Miller and JVL and Jonathan Alter, who I hadn't seen in a long time. He used to write for Newsweek and New York Times, and he got cancer, but he wrote it. He's been around, but I haven't heard him in a while. And I just turned it on. I hadn't looked at anything, and I swear to God, there were let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on the screen who I knew because I followed them, and they were crying. I mean, it was upsetting. It was just terrible, and I'm like, what's going on? Wow. I don't know. We're here to talk about it, but I've got a couple of new rules. I have a new tolerance policy. I just feel like this is when Hitler got elected. Because I heard, some of the things that the pundits were talking about, and one of the things they said was that through the exit, the exit polls, one of the things that stuck out was a lot of the women said, I hate him. He is an awful person, but I voted for him anyway because I thought it was better for my family. But they said, I hate him. And I started thinking about, because you remember, Hitler was elected. And it's probably the same thing. It was like, oh, I hate that guy, but I'm going to vote for him anyway. It's crazy. So I'm like, anybody who in any way says anything nice about Donald Trump or who supports Donald Trump, I'm not interested in you or talking to you or hearing from you. If you're a true believer, if you really buy his bullshit, if you drank the Kool-Aid and you really believe it, I don't hate you. You're a sucker. You belong to a cult. You're gullible, you're a useful idiot, but I don't hate you. If you're an enabler, if you're Nikki Haley, if you're Chris Sununu, if you're Mitch McConnell, if you're Ted Cruz, if you're Lindsey Graham, fuck you. Fuck you. You know better. I hate you. You are fucking evil. You're evil. So that's where it goes. I don't have anything to do with you. I don't want you in my room. And anybody who comes up over the next few days, I have to really know you to let you up on the stage. So if you want to come up on the stage and I don't need to know you that well, don't take it personally. It's just this isn't the time to come up on stage. I'm happy to invite you to stay in the audience, participate in the chat room. I have a no tolerance policy in the chat room right now. Anybody who says anything negative about Kamala Harris or says anything nice about Trump, you're out of here and you're blocked. You'll never come back. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to be around you. You're poison. You're a Nazi. I'm pissed. Okay, with that, I want to hear how everybody's doing, and I hope my friends here can talk me down. Andrew?
I'm so appalled. I don't know what other word to use. It's absolutely appalling. And this is now an us and them. That's what it is. It's always been that. Us and them. And those that try to find excuses for why they voted for this fuck. I have no tolerance or use for them because they should know better. They know what this guy is. They know what these people are. These people that he's surrounded himself with. These people that have enabled him over the years. They know. And all I can conclude from that, based on these results, is that this is who America is. They believe in this. They want this. They're okay with this. And this is absolutely the worst moment in my life. I look at what my parents, what they went through in their lives as the greatest generation, and what they fought for is what they fought against is this. This is what they fought against. This is what people went and died for on the beaches of Normandy. This is what people died for in Italy and elsewhere across the planet. I am just absolutely appalled. I'm ashamed that I'm ashamed of being a white person.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely ashamed that, and I've been ashamed for a long time. It isn't new. But I don't know what else to say, but it is an us and them. And, we had a 5,000% increase in inquiries to come to Canada. And I'm sorry, folks, this isn't far enough. I'm right next door to this. And I'm freaked out. I'm was hoping to talk you down, but I don't think.
It's okay.
And I don't know. Like I just want to ask Rick a quick question because he's from California, and I'm looking at the Congress, and I heard last night here on the app that it does take some time for those congressional elections to be sorted out in California due to the way that they do it. I don't know if that's a true thing or not, but I'm hoping against all hope that at least that House has control by the Democrats. I think that's the only thing. The institutions, your institutions have failed. You've had 4 years. I'm going to land. I can't. I'm going to land. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Andrew. I really appreciate it, and it's important, and your friendship's very important to me. So, to be continued. Thanks. Okay, why don't we go to? Well, first of all, let's go to Empress Ronnie because our I forget. I have to give you a title, Empress Ronnie, but our benediction maker. I'd like to hear from you because I consider that you are the godmother of the room. But go ahead.
Well, first off, let's drink some water.
Okay.
Because I didn't stay up for the mess last night. I only found out a couple of hours ago, like many of you.
Yeah.
Why is my thing coming up saying someone blocking the room? Oh, is that
Somebody's
normal?
blocking the room?
It's normal. No, don't worry about it. It's Norman.
Oh, it's Norm?
Yeah, it's Norm.
Is he still here?
Yeah, he here.
All right, El Normo, I love you, but you got to go. We can't have you in here. It's bad. It just as it doesn't feel good. So don't take it personally. Hold on a second.
Oh, went away. So I guess he's gone now.
Okay.
You know what? I hadn't got to the angry part. I'm very sad. But you know, it's so often humanity, and I'm going to say humanity because I'm saying everybody, votes against their best interests. And this is the second time around that people are voting against their best interests. I'm an independent because I found the Democratic Party to be disloyal. I'm just really, really, really sad, you know? I drank my water, I got up, I went walking. As soon as I heard, I got up, I went walking. So I think that we got to take care of ourselves. I don't want to know what happened. I'm going to take at least... I'm going to take some time, and then, you know, all the facts will be out about why this happened. I mean, I just keep stepping, keep breathing. I took my sign out the window real quick because I'm in North Carolina. And I'm sorry.
That's for self-preservation.
I don't trust none of these motherfuckers anymore. Really. Yeah. And my sister, she took her shirt off as soon as I told her. She had no idea. I was like, girl, take that off. Everybody drink water. Take care of yourselves. I had sex last night. I'm going to have sex again today. So try to have sex. Make you feel better. I am not getting on. I'm going to be on Clubhouse. This is the only room I thought was going to be political, but it fucked me over. The titles are deceiving today. So
yeah.
I'm going to blow it to the wind. I'm going to watch my world news tonight, and they'll tell me what happened. But people, we need to take care of each other, and you keep your eyes open, because this is going to be not a race issue, not a man issue, not a woman issue. This is a class issue.
Yeah. This
is where it's coming, okay? So I say, you know, self-preservation, take care of you and yours, be kind to your neighbor. If you know they a Trumper, be kind and keep it moving. Because But I'm gonna keep inward for the next few days, you know. And that's all I have to do. The same, everyone, because make sure you're taking names because they got y'all names.
Yep.
I hate to do it, but we done played this high road shit for way too long. And I just need to know if anything was to go wayward, who I can count on. So I can gladly state I can count on people in this room because most of y'all have some sense about you.
Oh, thank you, Empress Ronnie. Thank you so much. Love you.
Love you too. Drink some water.
Drink some water, have some sex, and remember the deep state where we stick together.
Yeah,
and where we have each other's back.
Get your damn passport.
Heck yeah! Make sure it's up to date. All right, great. All right, let's go to let's see, Rick. We're gonna get to. I want to get to Rick and Barbara and Francine, but first, let's go to Renee and Dr. James. And we'll do a short one, and I'll give all three of you, longer time to debrief us. Renee.
Hi. So I think it's good that there is actually a room today. I was thinking about there maybe won't be one, so I think that's good. And I have about 2 minutes of things to say. Okay. So yesterday, P, which is down there in the audience, she asked me if I really would have to guess because I didn't really have a guess. What would I guess? And I was completely wrong, except for the Senate, that the Senate will be read and that the results will be much faster coming forward than last time. That's the only thing I got right. And I'm unhappy about the result. What I observed a bit in other rooms today is, and I think that's useless, is that people keep on campaigning because the campaign is over. So it's a different phase, and I think it's very important. Yeah. Maybe take a rest and then kind of regroup where the forces should be directed to in a productive way. And but I think actually there's an international thing, not in terms of foreign policy, but which we can observe in India, in Bangladesh, in France, in Italy, to a certain extent in Germany, now in the US. Most people, we all have just one vote in democratic countries. Most people are workers or working class. That's just a fact, because not everybody can be a boss or a kid, right? So people who vote are working class. And I think what you can see in all those and more countries is that the people who for a long time mostly voted center-left or social democrat, they all changed to more radical option. And that can mean that simply the social democratic line or the center-left cannot speak to these people anymore. So they take another choice. And I think that from this point of view, the result in the US is kind of in line what we see in other small and big countries. And that's really something to think for these parties to think about how do we talk again to the people who always voted for us and now they don't and nobody new does. So I think that's something interesting. And then I have a last romantic thought. It's really just romance. But if I could have a romantic thought, then I would call Mr. Biden and I would tell him, step down, let Kamala Harris be president until January. Then we had once a female president in the United States.
Yes, I've heard a couple people have said that. I think that would be a really good idea. That is a romantic idea, but it's positive. Wow. All right, thank you. That was a good thing to think about. All right, Dr. James, then we'll go to Rick, Barbara, Dr. Francine. So hold tight. And any of our friends, I'm sending some invitations to come up. And if you can't come up for whatever reason, just ignore it. But go ahead, Dr. James.
Good morning, all. I'm going to save some of my more on-point comments for later, but I wanted to ask you, Ben, do you need any assistance moderating the chat and or people who are recording this room right now and posting it live to YouTube? Because those two things are like...
Yes, if you could do that. Look, I'm happy to do that. Why don't I make you a moderator and then you can do that, because I'm too fragile to do that.
It's a lot to focus on, yeah, and I'm happy.
There he goes.
All right.
Dr. James, the psychopath.
You now have a job.
Watch this. Here comes the kick. Great. Here comes the kick. Bye, Dr. James. We got your ass again.
You want to talk later?
We got your ass again, Dr. James. Live in love, Dr. J. That's his Instagram. Live_in_love Dr. J. Dr. James, real human. Live in love. He's not a fascist. He's not a fascist.
And or people who are recording this.
Sensitive to one culture and not the other. She don't give a damn.
Yeah, effing.
Stop playing.
Just date a white man who's German and you can say whatever you want.
Like, come on now. Like, people gotta stop doing that shit. If you don't sit up there and listen to her speak or have met her in person, i.e., hello, and talk to her, had conversation, she don't give a damn. She talks about every single culture there is. And stop playing. Like, y'all, people gotta stop.
She's smart.
Can I finish my statement now?
That's just like people going around calling Trump racist.
You complete.
Tell him, Yoni. Tell him, baby.
So as I was saying, she has said things about the black community that were highly sensitive, which is why a lot of people react. But what I give her credit for is that she's consistent with whatever community she's critiquing. See what happens when we listen to somebody's complete thought?
I don't care, but your first thing was that, though.
Thank you for that.
But your first thing was
But
that
but my
Of
message
course.
is that she's consistent. The message
Leading.
the lesson is that she's consistent, which means she was one of the only few black people in her position of authority and influence that was able to critique the Jewish people, which I found to be phenomenal, right? The hypocrisy of Israel.
Got mad at her, didn't
She was chopping
that part,
them
Lucifer.
down, bro. Like, you don't see any. The closest person I can think of off the top of my head who critiques the Jewish community like she did was Kanye. That's the closest person I can think of off the top of my head. Kamala Harris's background, she did the genealogy. And most black folks can't stand to listen to her because of some, repressed feelings that they still holding on to. So I do give her a lot of kudos.
When I said that Hertz is married.
Oh, Hertz
is married.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Ryan's free game. Feel free.
Oh my God, 10, you're a liar. 10, look who won the election. 10, Donald Trump has won the election. 10, oh no, what's going on?
Okay, honey, thank you. Thank you, love.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, love is here.
I do photos, videos, FaceTime. I do it up.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you're a Gemini or what you are, but you got it. Stubborn ass voted Trump. That's all I was gonna say.
I don't know. My thought ideal is in the future we try to push for a third party, like make it a reality and start kind of like waking up people that this system, this two-party system, is not for the working class and it's not for the middle class, and it benefits a certain group of people, and it's not working for us. So trying to break the system, change the system, and to have another candidate or group or party that represents the people. Because I personally think they're the same. They're just one of the same people.
One can only wonder what Love of Art has to say today. What up, Hero?
Hey, Pro, everybody.
Yeah, right.
Early in the evening, I felt like, man, this is feeling like 2016.
Very early.
Right. Which also felt like 2004. How our country, how we can collectively make such bad decisions.
Someone was saying,
Yeah, I mean, you should listen to the George Carlin clip about government and how if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. You know, if you voted Trump and he fucks up, okay, well then you should be criticized, you know. But if you voted for him, you got no right to complain now if he fucks it all up. So, or if he, you know, JD Vance becomes the president because, you know, Trump gets assassinated. I mean, the assassination threat is not over. It's only going to increase as he starts doing structural changes to a bloated bureaucracy. 25 million people in this country work for municipal governments. That's just municipal. That's not even federal. So we have a major economic crisis in this country because we don't do business anymore. We're just a bunch of social welfare recipients through tax redistribution and Federal Reserve redistribution. A lot of people are sad today and they're scared. They're angry.
Speaking hyperbolically, got us in this situation, so you're no solution here.
Oh, okay. Then I'll present my solutions. You tell me if you disagree with them. That's how communication works. Do you agree?
No, not with you.
Okay, whatever, dog. I mean, you know, I encourage you to go to the gym. I encourage you to go to the gym and work it out of your system. Take the sadness, the anger, the fear that is inside of you and let it go. Trump is the president. It was destiny. It was destiny. Do you know what destiny is? It means fates, the fates of the empire. It wasn't for Kamala to take it over. It was for Donnie. I hate to break it to you, but this is called destiny. And you're sad, you're scared, you're angry. It's your problem. It's a you problem.
No, I am sad. I'm not angry.
Okay, how many weeks are we going to keep talking about this thing? Hey, Phoenix, Phoebe, Sammy.
4 years, at least.
It's going to be 4 years, unfortunately. Unless something drastic happens soon.
Yeah, I liked yesterday's conversation, Love and Pro. I had 2 great conversations yesterday with you. Both of you are very interesting. Anything you guys can want to bounce back and forth, I'm listening. Something else.
Listen, people need to learn meditation. The whole thing is God. And you guys, reason you create atheism rooms is because it's the best content and conversation there is, which is God. It's politics is trumped by religion. And, you know, politics trumps religion as well. I mean, you know, nothing is different today than it was yesterday. Absolutely nothing. It's only the communication media. If everybody was meditating or studying or reading and not even looking at their cell phones 24 hours a day and looking at all the content, you wouldn't even feel the way you feel right now because it's irrelevant to you. You have absolutely no power. It's like voting for the CEO of Google as a shareholder with 1 share. It's like, oh, well, you don't have any decision making in the whole structure of this organization. You're a nothing burger, and you're on this app crying and sobbing. Not you, other people.
Why are people who encourage other people to meditate always the angry and preachy ones?
Maybe, you know, it's a you problem, sir. I mean, have you ever tried to meditate? Have you ever read Green Eggs and Ham? Have you ever found out that Sam I am, I like it, yes I am? I mean, it's a can-do attitude. It's positivity. It's joy. I'm a happy person whether Kamala won or Trump won. I could care less. I'm more concerned about my well-being. Have you ever thought about that? Prioritizing yourself?
You don't sound happy, and you've never sounded happy anytime I've ever heard you talk.
Really? Well, you should come to my birthday party today because today's my birthday. I'm happy to be alive. Are you happy to be alive?
I'm super happy to be alive. Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, then, you know, clap your hands if you're happy and you know it.
That doesn't mean this country isn't going through tragic times. I mean, both things can be true. Don't project your shit onto everybody. That's weird. It's okay for people to be disappointed and upset.
I get it, but for you to say I'm projecting my shit onto other people, maybe you should take your own advice, sir. It sounds to me like you're projecting your shit onto everybody else. You accuse people of doing what you do. That's what everybody does on this app. And congratulations.
All I'm doing is, people are allowed to feel how they feel. You don't need to come in and
Okay, then just let me feel the way I want to feel, sir. Do you know what that is? Just let bygones be bygones?
Just do it quietly.
Okay, just do it quietly. Don't actually have any thoughts. Just do it quietly in your own corner. Nobody wants to hear you. You have no voice. You get no respect. We hate you. Fuck you. I mean, that's what you're telling me. You know, go to your therapist, go to your gym, go to your wife or your boyfriend or whatever the fuck you have in your life and enjoy it. That's all I'm saying.
I will do most of those things. You don't have to tell me to do that. That's weird.
I know, but it's weird that you tell me to do things and then you always end it with the word weird. But I guess, you know what? The word weird didn't work in this campaign. It's weird that you keep using the word weird.
I'm just asking you to stop shouting at people. Can you do that? Stop yelling at people?
Yeah, let's do a meditation class.
I can't.
Om. That's called meditation. Is that weird?
No, it's you pretending to meditate publicly.
Really? Is that weird though? Is it weird that I'm trying to meditate publicly and have peace and love and joy right now? Oh, that's very weird.
That's not what you're trying to do at all.
It's your opinion that that's what I'm not trying to do. Sir, it's a you problem. How about this? We just agree not to talk to each other for 10 minutes. How about that?
It's my opinion too. I don't believe you're here spreading peace, love, and joy. I think you're here trying to stir the pot. And I am willing to talk to you about it.
No, I am stirring the pot. You're right.
Disagree with me. Disagree with me.
Listen, stirring the pot is what this app is all about. People don't like it. It's the truth.
You just lied. So you just lied then when you said
I didn't lie. I'm being honest, but I'm stirring the pot honestly. If you don't like the way I stir the pot, don't criticize the cook. Just complain about the food.
I meant you lied a minute ago when you said you're here spreading peace, joy, and love. You just agreed with me that you're not here to do that.
No, you said I'm stirring the pot. I'm agreeing with you that I am stirring the pot. What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with stirring the pot. I find something wrong with lying.
I know you're big on this lying thing, but apparently you have no criticism for Kamala's lies.
I haven't spoken up about Kamala or Trump since I opened the room 2 hours ago. And by the way, the first person that brought up God and atheism was you. The gentleman made the comment about coming here to talk to a couple of friends. That's why I opened the room.
Well, this is the atheism house. To bring up God in an atheism house is pretty much what the whole reason, you know, there's an atheism house. It's to talk about God.
You must not have been listening to your own recordings of the atheism house because when I open a room, I allow people to talk about whatever they want. I generally don't pick the topics. People come in, friends come in, sometimes they're not friends. They talk about whatever they want, and we go with it.
Well, anyways, health, wealth, love, peace of mind, happiness, and strength. Hope everybody has a great day, and God bless.
Steve, I wanted to congratulate you for changing your party affiliation. Congratulations.
You're welcome.
No, it's thank you for congratulations.
Fair enough. And, yeah, love, thanks for coming on in. Appreciate it. Cool.
Oh, it's clear. It's wrap it up day. Wrap it up. Oh my God. Gotcha. Oh my God. Angry. Scared. Sad. Depressed. He's very gregarious. Okay, this is angry, scared, sad, depressed, Kamala. So we've just been through all the rooms, and we've been listening to the sad, depression, the disbelief, the fear, the anger. And, you know, I encourage people to do meditation, and not a lot of people like that idea. I've also encouraged people to go to the gym to help with, dealing with their psychiatric, psychological therapy services. You don't need to go to BetterHelp. You could just go to the gym and read a good book. I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of really angry, upset people right now. And it's, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. People are in disbelief. They have no idea why America would vote for Adolf Hitler. They have no idea why Adolf Hitler is now the president of the United States of America. But we're going to help them understand why Adolf Hitler is now the president of the United States of America. Perhaps Alex Soros didn't actually want Kamala to be the president. Okay, this is a new YouTube training. It's called We Want You to Create and Share Your Content Confidently. In this training, you'll see scenarios related to the policy you violated. You have unlimited attempts to get it right. Cool. A creator live streams music videos of their favorite artists without the artist's permission. The creator simply wants to enjoy the music videos with their subscribers. Yes, this is a violation. Duh. A creator wants to support the premiere of their friend's short film. The creator live streams the trailer on the channel after getting permission for the film's right holder. No, this is not a violation. Christina is a radio host, runs a popular all-day radio live stream on her YouTube channel. She received permission from a Brazilian music artist to stream his songs only in Brazil. Christine adds the artist's new song to her live stream, which is viewable worldwide. But because the majority of our audience tunes in from Brazil, she thinks it should be fine. No, this is a violation. During a live stream, John and Jane discussed many of their subscribers are huge fans of a popular science fiction movie. They decided to live stream their own favorite scene of the film uninterrupted and without commentary so their subscribers can watch. Although John and Jane don't have permission from the film's writers, they're streaming something that a lot of their subscribers no, of course. Yes, of course this is a violation. Marcus, a recent film school graduate, just wrote and produced his first short film. This is the first film he wrote and produced with all original content. Marcus decides to premiere his film by live streaming it on his YouTube channel for everyone to see. Marcus, a recent film, just wrote and produced his short film. This is the first film he wrote and produced with all original. Marcus decided to premiere his film by live streaming on his YouTube. Of course it's not a violation. Duh, what do you think YouTube is for? Andy runs a channel that features videos of his dog. One day, Andy live streams his dog acting exciting while watching a popular movie about cats. Andy thinks it's okay that his live stream includes long, uninterrupted scenes of the movie because he's not uploading the full film. This is a violation. Check. Correct. Celine, a professional vocal teacher, live streams music videos by her favorite pop artist. During the live stream, she pauses the music several times to describe the different singing techniques. While Celine does not have permission to stream these official music, she believes her educational limit during live stream help. This isn't a violation. Yeah, we're going to say it is a violation. Not quite. Okay, nice work. You've completed the new YouTube training. Hey, Chris. Dude, fucking, I'm killing it. Like, they know me, they hate me, and they are pissed. I give you Dr. Ben Mendelsohn's Kamala Therapy. I've been filming the room. They kicked me. Dr. James kicked me, but I got just enough. It's so funny. Listen to this.
If I could have a romantic soul, then I would call me.
Wait, that's not a good one. Listen to this.
And or people who are recording this room right now and posting it live to YouTube, because those two things are like.
Yes, if you could do that. Look, I'm happy to do that. Why don't I make you a moderator and then you can do that because I'm too fragile to do that.
That's a lot to focus on. Yeah, and I'm happy.
There he goes.
All right.
Dr. James, the psychopath.
You now have a job.
Watch this. Here comes the kick. Here comes the kick. Bye, Dr. James. We got your ass again.
You want to talk later?
We got your ass again, Dr. James. Live in love, Dr. J. That's his Instagram. live_in_love.Dr. J. Dr. James, a real human. Live in love. He's not a fascist. He's not a fascist.
And or people who are recording this room right now and posting it live to YouTube.
Simply beautiful.
Bruce Springsteen. Friends, fans, and the press have asked me who I'm supporting in this most important of elections. And with full knowledge of my opinions no more or less important than those of any of my fellow citizens, here's my answer. I'm supporting Kamala Harris for president and Tim Walz for vice president, and opposing Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Here's why. Freedom, social justice, equal opportunity, the right to be in love who you want. These are the things that make America great. Donald Trump is the most dangerous candidate for president in my lifetime. His disdain for the sanctity of our Constitution, the sanctity of democracy, the sanctity of the rule of law, and the sanctity of the peaceful transfer of power should disqualify him from the office of president ever again.
Для нас конечный результат, как мы полагаем, большого значения не имеет. Мы будем работать с любым президентом, которого изберет американский народ. После известного решения суда, где присяжные вынесли...
All right, guys, so everybody is ditching their car insurance, and they're doing this instead. The reason why you're likely overpaying for car insurance...
Look, if you're over 45 and can't work because of your health, there's a real easy way to see if you can get up to $3,822 a month in disability.
The lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. This ritual includes the Kabbalistic cross, both at the beginning and the end. The Kabbalistic cross. Imagine yourself beginning to grow taller and taller. You are as big as the house, still growing and growing. Bigger and bigger. The earth is getting smaller. Your head is now above the clouds, towering among the stars. The earth, a small, roving ball beneath your feet. Far out in the universe, you see a brilliant, scintillating white light. Imagine and visualize this brilliant light descending to form a sphere of light just above your head. Raise your right hand slightly above your forehead. With it, bring the ball of light down and touch your forehead, vibrating the word Otto. Otto, which means thou art. The hand is now brought straight down to the region of the solar plexus, and with it descends a great shaft of pure white light, encompassing your now enormous astral body. As the shaft of light descends to the feet, vibrate the word Malkuth. Malkuth, meaning the kingdom. Visualize and feel this brilliant ray or shaft of pure light, which has descended from above and encompasses your tremendous astral body. Touch the right shoulder. With this tap, a sphere of light is formed just off the right shoulder, in tone of the word Vagabura. Vagabura, which means and the power. Move your right hand across your body and imagine that from this right sphere of light extends a beam of scintillating light, penetrating the chest and continuing through and just beyond the left shoulder. At this time, the left shoulder is tapped, and another sphere of light is formed while you vibrate the word Vagadula. Vagadula, which means and the glory. In this manner is formed the cross of light. Now clasp your hands in a praying position on your chest, with both arms and elbows raised to be encompassed in the horizontal beam of light. Vibrate the final word, La'olam. La'olam. Amen. Meaning forever. Amen. Face the east. For the ceremonial instrument, you may use a stick of incense, a ritual dagger, or the pointed index finger of your right hand. Inscribe in the air before you a large vanishing pentagram. That means, with your ritual instrument in your right hand, start at the lower left-hand point of the pentagram, opposite and outside your left hip.
It's you hypnotizing.
The hand is moved to the uppermost point of the pentagram, which is pictured in front of and just above your forehead. Continue tracing downwards to outside and opposite the right hip. Now move upwards diagonally to outside and opposite the left shoulder. Horizontally across your body to a point even with and outside your right shoulder. And complete the pentagram by moving down to the starting point opposite your left hip. As your hand moves, visualize a beautiful blue flame which follows the point of the dagger as it inscribes the five-pointed star. When the pentagram has been completely traced, thrust the point of the dagger to the center of the pentagram, vibrating the deity name, Yod Hey Vav Hey. Imagining that your voice carries forward to the end of the universe. With dagger still extended, turn in place or circumambulate to your right, to the south, and make a vanishing pentagram. That is, starting from the lower left and moving to the upper center. And with the central thrust of the dagger, vibrate the deity name. Adonai. Each pentagram remains a flame and is connected with the continuous circle being traced by the extended dagger. Turn or move to the west. With arm and dagger extended, make the same type of pentagram as before. As you once again score the dagger in the center of the star, vibrate the God name. Now turn to the north. Dagger still extended. Make the same type of pentagram. And upon completion, thrust the dagger in the center of the star and vibrate the deity name. Agala. With arm and dagger still pointed, return to the east. Complete your circle of flame by bringing the point of your dagger to the center of the first pentagram. Pause a moment. Imagine, and above all, realize, you are standing in a flaming circle with beautiful fiery pentagrams in each quadrant. Facing the east, with arms outstretched in the form of a cross, say and vibrate, before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. At my right hand, Michael. At my left hand, Oriel. Before me flames the pentagram, and in the column stands the six-rayed star. Follow the above pentagram ritual, once again using the Kabbalistic cross as before.
This is Israel Regardia instructing the banishing ritual. This is like a magician way to...
Imagine yourself beginning to grow taller. The earth is getting smaller.
Shut the fuck up, huh?
Small, revolving ball beneath your feet.
And this video's for you, buddy.
Far out in
Oh,
the universe,
you know. Oh,
you see
good.
a brilliant, scintillating white light.
You got something you want to say, Goddess? You have something so fascinating. You want to say something interesting? Go ahead. What do you got to say?
I'm here to smuggle the divine light of realization and clarity back to this world to help restore our planet.
Really? Oh, well, I guess.
I'm Sophia.
You're Sophia?
Yeah, I'm her.
That's so cool. How's that working out for you?
It's awesome.
That's fucking great. Anything
Things
else?
are looking up, but there's a lot of resistance. No hatred on the male kind, but a lot of you guys can't really get behind me. Some of you are, some of you aren't. Some of you just want to fuck the shit out of me, but some of you just cannot stand what I've got to say.
Well, you should cash in that pink ticket.
Sure.
Yeah, you should cash in that pink ticket. What makes you think guys would even want to fuck you?
They're pretty blunt about it.
Are you
It's ironic.
Are you attractive?
Yeah, I'm energetically attractive.
Oh, but you're not
Um,
physically attractive.
No, I'm hideous. I have like warts everywhere.
Oh.
And balls, and I'm like 300 pounds.
You have balls?
I have a beard. No, I'm bald, and I have a beard, and I'm like 300 pounds. Yeah.
Holy shit. You kind of
Yeah,
sound
actually,
hot.
my pussy looks like a ball sack.
You kind of sound
Not just-
hot.
I'm just joking.
Okay, thank you, Sophia.
I'm a yogi.
I know. I know what you are. You're Sophia.
I'm that thing. I'm just this thing that's like Mary Magdalene, like, that's just here. And I work with my hands a lot. I do a lot of massage. I do a lot of energy work, a lot of healing on people. But they all just want to make me into a prostitute. But I'm not. I have standards. I don't rub people off, so to speak, in the massages. I lose a lot of clients that way. I say no more than I say yes. And I emphasize, like, we are imprisoned in a material slavery circumstance here. You know, like, I have to be like the female Neo here and be like, yo, I'm here to free you. And they're like, I want to bend you over and help. You know, and I'm just like, no, actually, there's something higher than that. There's a higher pleasure to be explored and exploited and enjoyed on this planet. There's higher levels of love and pleasure.
So where have you learned your healing?
Hello, Ohm. What did you ask?
Hello. Where have you learned healing?
So I have learned it in many locations. So I learned Reiki at
Visualize
first.
this brilliant light descending to form a sphere of light just above your head. Raise your right hand slightly above your forehead. Bring the ball of light down and touch your forehead, vibrating the word Atto. Atto, which means thou art. The hand is now brought straight down to the region of the solar plexus. As the shaft of light descends to the feet, vibrate the word Malku. Malku, meaning the kingdom. Visualize this brilliant shaft of pure light from above and touch the right shoulder. A sphere of light is formed just off the right shoulder, in tone of the word Vagabura. Vagabura, which means and the power. Move your right hand across your body. At this time, the left shoulder is tapped, and another sphere of light is formed while you vibrate the word Vagadula. Vagadula, which means and the glory. In this manner is formed the cross of lights. Now clasp your hands with both arms and elbows raised. Vibrate the final word, La'olam. La'olam. Amen. Meaning forever. Amen. The lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. Ato.
Well, you're gonna miss out on quite a party. Oh, too bad. It will be a big party.
Vagabura.
Too bad it'll be a big party.
Vagadula. La'olam. Amen.
What are your plans this weekend?
Yoda hey vava hey. Oh.
The creative source energy while embodied. You know, and that's the whole point of yoga. You know, a lot of people don't get it. Yoga means union. Yoga does not mean get on a mat and stretch. That's part of it, but that's not
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I was just talking about yoga in what sense you're talking about itself.
Adonai. Agala. Before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. At my right hand, Michael. At my left hand, Oriel. Before me flames the pentagram. In the column stands the six-rayed star.
Can you believe some people are so evil that they're really letting their family starve, even though Uncle Sam is helping us out with $5,800?
The lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. This ritual includes the Kabbalistic cross, both at the beginning and the end. The Kabbalistic cross. Imagine yourself beginning to grow taller and taller. You are as big as the house, still growing and growing, bigger and bigger. The earth is getting smaller. Your head is now above the clouds, towering among the stars. The earth, a small, revolving ball beneath your feet. Far out in the universe, you see a brilliant, scintillating white light. Imagine and visualize this brilliant light descending to form a sphere of light just above your head. Raise your right hand slightly above your forehead. With it, bring the ball of light down and touch your forehead, vibrating the word Atto. Atto, which means thou art. The hand is now brought straight down to the region of the solar plexus. And with it descends a great shaft of pure white light, encompassing your now enormous astral body. As the shaft of light descends to the feet, vibrate the word Malkuth. Malkuth, meaning the kingdom. Visualize and feel this brilliant ray or shaft of pure light which has descended from above and encompasses your tremendous astral body. Touch the right shoulder. With this tap, a sphere of light is formed just off the right shoulder, in tone of the word Vagabura. Vagabura, which means and the power. Move your right hand across your body and imagine that from this right sphere of light extends a beam of scintillating light, penetrating the chest and continuing through and just beyond the left shoulder. At this time, the left shoulder is tapped, and another sphere of light is formed while you vibrate the word Vagadula. Vagadula, which means and the glory. In this manner is formed the cross of lights. Now clasp your hands in a praying position on your chest, with both arms and elbows raised to be encompassed in the horizontal beam of light. Vibrate the final word, La'olam.
Way of looking at people.
So thanks for coming, you guys, to the Banishing Ritual. This is the Kamala and Clubhouse Loser special of the Art House, where we hope to banish people from our communication. We don't want to think of them anymore. We've defeated them. No need to even think about them anymore. That's my opinion.
I like that. Yeah, don't give them energy. What's the point? There's really no...
Amen. Meaning forever. Amen. Face the east. For the ceremonial instrument, you may use a stick of incense, a ritual dagger, or the pointed index finger of your right hand. Inscribe in the air before you a large vanishing pentagram. That means, with your ritual instrument in your right hand, start at the lower left-hand point of the pentagram, opposite and outside your left hip. The hand is moved to the uppermost point of the pentagram, which is pictured in front of and just above your forehead. Continue tracing downwards to outside and opposite the right hip. Now move upwards diagonally to outside and opposite the left shoulder. Horizontally across your body to a point even with and outside your right shoulder. And complete the pentagram by moving down to the starting point opposite your left hip. As your hand moves, visualize a beautiful blue flame which follows the point of the dagger as it inscribes the five-pointed star. When the pentagram has been completely traced, thrust the point of the dagger to the center of the pentagram, vibrating the deity name. Yod-Heh Vav-Heh. Imagining that your voice carries forward to the end of the universe. dagger still extended, turn in place or circumambulate to your right, to the south, and make a vanishing pentagram. That is, starting from the lower left and moving to the upper center.
Okay, I want to read you something because I know you're a yogi, and I know you mentioned Aleister Crowley earlier, so this book, it's called Book Number 4. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I don't think so.
It's very interesting. It's all about yoga and meditation, the way of attainment of genius or godhead considered as a development of the human brain.
Oh yeah, that's my shit.
Let us begin by doubting every statement. Let us find a way of subjecting every statement to the test of experiment. Is there any truth at all the claims of various religions? Let us examine the question. Oh, this is what I wanted to read you here. Where is it? It's called Brotherhood of the Silver Star.
Oh, Ad Astra, yeah. I've been in that. I've dabbled in Ad Astra.
Oh, this is called Aha. Listen to this. It says, there are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 and 1 and 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's pacific swoon. Third, let the life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs. Enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inward, miss no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred. Next, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong thy meditation, steep and strong. Slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one o'erpowered, time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is, yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere. Thy radiance that rose afar, O brother of the silver star. Aha!
I love that. I need to get myself a copy immediately.
It's a very good book. Listen to this. This is page 41. It says, you can also meditate on your dreams. This sounds superstitious, but the idea is that you have already a tendency, independent of your conscious will, to think of those things, which will consequently be easier to think of than others. That this is the explanation is evident from the nature of the preceding and subsequent classes. You can also meditate on anything that especially appeals to you, but in all this one feels inclined to suggest that it will be better and more convincing if the meditation is directed to an object which in itself is apparently unimportant, One does not want the mind to be excited in any way, even by adoration. See the 3 meditative methods in Liber Triple H. At the same time, one would not like to deny positively that it is very much easier to take some idea towards which the mind would naturally flow. The Hindus assert that the nature of the object determines the samadhi, that is, the nature of those lower samadhis which confer so-called magic powers. For example, there are the yoga pravriti, meditating on the tip of the nose. One obtains what may be called the idea smell. That is a smell which is not any particular smell, but is the archetypal smell, of which all actual smells are modifications. It is the smell which is not a smell. People think their farts don't stink. This is the only reasonable description for the experience being contrary to reason. It is only reasonable that the words describing it should be contrary to reason too. Similarly, concentration on the tip of the tongue gives the ideal taste on the dorsum of the tongue, ideal contact. Every atom of the body comes into contact with every atom in the universe all at once, is the description Bhikkhu Anandu Mataya gives of it. The root of the tongue gives the ideal sound, and the pharynx the ideal sight. The samadhi par excellence, however, is Atmadarshana, which for some, and those not the least instructed, is the first real samadhi. For even the visions of God and the self are tainted by form. In Atmadarshana, the all is manifested as the one. It is the universe freed from its conditions. Not only are all forms and ideas destroyed, but also those conceptions which are implicit in our ideas of those ideas. Each part of the universe has become the whole, and phenomena and noumena are no longer opposed. But it is quite impossible to describe this state of mind. One can only specify some of the characteristics, and that in language which forms no image in mind. It is impossible for anyone who experiences it to bring back any adequate memory, nor can we conceive a state transcending this. There is, however, a very much higher state called Shiva Darshana, of which it is only necessary to say that it is the destruction of the previous state, its annihilation. And to understand this blotting out, one must not imagine nothingness, the only name for it, as negative but as positive. The normal mind is a candle in a darkened room. Throw open the shutters and the sunlight makes the flame invisible. That is a fair image of jhana. But the mind refuses to find a simile for Atmadarshana. It seems merely ineffective to say that the rushing together of all the hosts of heaven would similarly blot out the sunlight. But if we do say so, and wish to form a further image of Shiva Darshana, we must imagine ourselves as suddenly recognizing that this universal blaze is darkness, a light extremely dim compared with some other light, but darkness itself. It is not the change from the minute to the vast, or even from the finite to the infinite. It is the recognition that the positive is merely the negative. The ultimate truth is perceived not only as false, but as the logical contradictory of truth. It is quite useless to elaborate this theme, which has baffled all other minds hitherto. We have tried to say as little as possible, rather than as much as possible. Subnote, yet all this has come of our desire to be as modest as Yajna Valkya. Still further from our present purpose would it be to criticize the innumerable discussions which have taken place as to whether this is the ultimate attainment, or what it confers. It is enough to say that even the first and most transitory dhyana repays 1,000-fold the pains we may have taken to attain it. And there is this anchor for the beginning that his work is cumulative. Every act directed towards attainment builds up a destiny which must someday come to fruition. May all attain. Subnote. Similarly, Patanjali tells us that by making samyama on the strength of an elephant or a tiger, the student acquires that strength. Conquer the nerve udana, and you can walk on the water. Samana, and you begin to flash with light. The elements, fire, air, earth, and water. and you can do whatever in natural life they prevent you from doing. For instance, by conquering Earth, one could take a shortcut to Australia, or by conquering water, one can live at the bottom of the Ganges. They say there is a holy man at Benares who does this, coming up only once a year to comfort and instruct his disciples. But nobody need believe this unless he wants to, and you are even advised to conquer that desire, should it arise. It will be interesting when science really determines the variables and constants of these equations. This is so complete that not only black is white, but the whiteness of black is the essential of its blackness. Naught equals one equals infinity. But this is only true because of this threefold arrangement, or trinity, a trinity, or a triangle of contradictories. Here the dictation was interrupted by very prolonged thought due to the difficulty of making the image clear. Virakam. So that's book number 4 by Crowley. It's considered like a masterpiece in psychology, therapy, meditation, yoga. It has a lot of the masters, not Crowley, but like, all these other people. It's a great book. I've read it a couple times.
Who wrote this book?
It's called Book Number 4 by Aleister Crowley. It's a perfect book.
Oh, Crowley did write that. Okay.
Yeah, it's such a good book. It's from one of his bigger books.
It sounds like something that would complete my message and my delivery of what I am attempting to share about yoga with people. It's very in alignment with me. I have a friend who thinks I am Aleister Crowley reincarnate as well, and I'm like, that's hilarious. Yeah, I decided to come back with the JJ to have a little fun. Yeah, sure.
Somebody on YouTube is saying, you can't do anything with meditation. I'm here to tell you how to see the future. And then they sent me the heart and kiss emojis.
Good afternoon. Goddess, are you like a Wiccan or a witch or something?
Why does everybody ask me if I'm a witch?
Well, you just said you're reincarnated Aleister Crowley. I'm trying to figure it out. I like it.
Thank you. Somebody accused me of being Crowley reincarnated. I'm not claiming it. I think it's amusing. But what would I identify as? I am a mystical yogi. And yogis do have
psychic powers. I think you do.
Thank you.
I think she has psychic powers. Love art. No, really.
Well, thank you, Joanna. You're sweet.
If I could interrupt and just say, like, what? If you just focus on me, like you get a letter, because I really need help today. If you get a letter, let me know.
N-word, N-word, F-word, N-word, N-word, F-word.
Any letters, and she's getting a letter. I can feel that she's connected with me. She can help me. If you get a letter, let me know.
It's not about the letters. We need to do a breathing exercise, Joanna. Take the deepest breath of the day through your nose.
Trying to find a man.
Hold it for 10 seconds, let it go, and go to the garden section and say, I am not a hoe.
I'm thinking there's men here, and there are, but I don't know what to say when I approach them. Bad. Very lonely. And Goddess, I don't know if you know, yesterday was so lonely, I stole a hamster. I confessed here in the room, and I put the hamster in my drawer, and he's gone. All night, I'm moving furniture, I'm looking, and I'm very sad. I feel like he abandoned me. There's a guy at the end of the aisle. Hold on, what do I say? Do I pretend I'm looking for something?
That was weird. The whole entire app just crashed.
Okay, I'll read just a couple more interesting tidbits from this book number 4. I think you might like this. I found this to be really interesting because a lot of this deals with English and Kabbalah. Listen to this.
English Kabbalah?
Yeah, Buddha said that if any man became an arhat, he must either take the vows of the bhikkhu that very day or die. And it is this saying of Buddha's that the unknown poet wished to commemorate. Taffy was a Welshman. Taffy was a thief. Taffy came over to my house and stole a leg of beef. I went to Taffy's house. Taffy was in bed. I took a carving knife and cut off Taffy's head. Taffy is merely short for Tafta Tharath, the spirit of Mercury, and the god of Welshmen or thieves. My house is, of course, equivalent to my magic circle. Note that Beth, the letter of Mercury, and the Magus means a house, like clubhouse. The beef is a symbol of the bull, Apis, the Redeemer. This is therefore that which is written, O my God, disguise thy glory. Come as a thief, and let us steal away the sacraments. In the following verse we find that Taffy is in bed owing to the operation of the sacrament. The great task of the alchemist has been accomplished. The mercury is fixed. One can then take the holy dagger and separate the caput mortuum from the elixir. Some alchemists believe that the beef represents the dense physical substance which is imbibed by mercury for his fixation. But here, as always, we should prefer the more spiritual interpretation. Bye, baby bunting. Daddy's gone a-hunting. He's gone to get a rabbit skin to wrap my baby bunting in. This is a mystical charge to the newborn soul to keep still, to remain steadfast in meditation. For in Bye, Beth is the letter of thought, Yod that of the hermit. It tells the soul that he, Father of all, will cloth him about with his own majestical silence. For is not the rabbit he who lay low and said nothing? Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it and prick it and mark it with pea. Bake it in the oven for baby and me. This rhyme is usually accompanied even today in the nursery with a ceremonial clapping of hands, the symbol of samadhi. Compare what is said on the subject in our comment on the famous Advent passage in Thessalonians. The cake is, of course, the bread of the sacrament, and it will become frater paterabo to comment upon the third line. Though it may be remarked that even among the Catholics, the wafer has always been marked with a phallus or a cross. Listen to this. It must be abandoned, then, as at least partially insoluble. Let us consider this poem. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock struck one, the mouse ran down, hickory dickory dock. We are on the higher ground at once. The clock symbolizes the spinal column, or if you prefer it, time, chosen as one of the conditions of normal consciousness. The mouse is the ego mus, a mouse being only some, I am, spelt Kabbalistically, backwards. This ego, or prana, or kundalini, force being driven up the spine, the clock strikes one, that is, the duality of consciousness is abolished, and the force again subsides to its original level. Hickory dickory dock is perhaps merely the mantra which was used by the adept who constructed this rhyme, thereby hoping to fix it in the minds of men so that they might attain to samadhi by the same method. Others attribute it to a more profound significance, which it is impossible to go into at this moment, for we must turn to. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty got a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't set up Humpty Dumpty again. This is so simple as hardly to require explanation. Humpty Dumpty is, of course, the egg of spirit, and the wall is the abyss. His fall is, therefore, the descent of spirit into matter. And it is only too painfully familiar to us that all the king's horses and all his men cannot restore us to the height. Only the king himself can do that. But one hardly dare comment upon a theme which has been so fruitfully treated by Ludovicus Carolus, that most holy illuminated man of God. His masterly treatment of the identity of the three reciprocating paths of Daleth, Teth, and Peh is one of the most wonderful passages in the Holy Kabbalah. His resolution of what we take to be the bond of slavery into very love, the embroidered neckband of honor bestowed upon us by the king himself, is one of the most sublime passages in this class of literature. Peter, pumpkin eater, he had a wife and he couldn't keep her. He put her in a peanut shell, then he kept her very well. It says that this early authentic text of the Hinayana school of Buddhism is much esteemed even today by the more cultured and devoted followers of that school. The pumpkin is, of course, the symbol of resurrection, as is familiar to all students of the story of Jonah and the gourd. Peter is therefore the Arahat who has put an end to his series of resurrections. That he is called Peter is a reference to the symbolizing of Arahats as stones in the great wall of the guardians of mankind. His wife is, of course, by the usual symbolism, his body, which he could not keep until he put her in a peanut shell, the yellow robe of a bhikkhu.
Thank you. I like that. Are we doing the Tanya this week?
Yeah, I could read you a passage from Tanya.
Okay, my friend is like listens to you, but I told him to get his own clubhouse. But he likes when you read the Tanya and or when you read at all.
Oh, get your friend.
Makes him feel meditating. Yeah. Oh, here he is now. What? No.
Tell him I'll read him the 45th chapter on the compassion for God.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Apparently, according to the ocean, my third eye is not open. Okay, this is compassion for God. There is another path open to everyone, and that is cultivating compassion for God. The blessed endless one permeates all reality, yet the forms it takes forget their true nature and fall prey to the delusion of alienation. This is called the exile of the Shekhinah. When you realize you are the cause of this exile, you will feel compassion for God, as it is written, "Let him return to God and have mercy upon him." This is also the meaning of the verse, "And Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept." Jacob represents the quality of mercy, and Rachel the source of all life. Jacob felt such love for Rachel that he lifted his voice and strengthened his compassion, and in his love united both himself and Rachel in the highest unity. This unity is called the level of kisses, where breath meets breath, as it is written, "Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth." How is this achieved in the world? Through the way of spiritual practice, especially the practice of generosity and kindness. Song of Songs, Halacha, the way of mitzvot, Zedacha, and Chesed, Kehod edition. As your words open you to deeper and deeper expressions of love, you will come to see the suffering that arises from the insistence on a separate and independent self. Your entire being will yearn to bring peace and harmony to the world by revealing the true nature of all as God. You will have compassion for God, who being all things, suffers as all things, and you will long to end the suffering by revealing the truth of Yichud Elyon, the absolute unity of all things, God. Oh my God, does that mean Donald Trump is God? The means for this revelation is the holy path of mitzvot, those actions designed to bridge the imagined gap between self, other, and God. Among the mitzvot, the two that do this most profoundly are generosity, Zedacha, and compassion, Chesed. Zedacha, acting generously and promoting economic justice, frees you from a self-centered sense of ownership built on the notion of scarcity and awakens you to the greater truth that life's abundance comes to us not to hoard, but to share. In this sharing, giver and receiver become one and know the one. The same is true of chesed, selfless acts of kindness. Masim tovim, that awaken us to our true purpose. Loving our neighbor as ourselves. As this love fills us, we realize that our neighbor is ourself, that we are both part of a single system of life, that is the outpouring of God.